What is up, kiddos? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Tessie, and today we are going to be creating a tier list of rappers. This is something that I've wanted to do for quite some time, kind of to converge two things that I'm very passionate about: hip hop and feminism. They don't tend to go together very often, but today we're going to be tier ranking rappers essentially by misogyny level, by how safe you would be as a woman in the company of this rapper. So, I've tried to gather kind of an eclectic assortment of rappers. I also just put people that I actually have something to say about. So if you see someone and you're like, why isn't this rapper on the list? It's probably because I didn't have anything interesting or insightful to say about said rapper. Also, before we proceed, of course, this is all in good fun. I don't know these people. I'm just making jokes and extrapolating based on the music, based on just any drama or statements that these people have made. And honestly, coming down to vibes. There's gonna be some people on this list where I'm like, yeah, I get bad vibes. S tier or whatever. You know what I mean? Like it ain't that deep, y'all. This is all in good fun. So, before we get started, let us first go over what my tiers are for our tier list. Our top tier is hands on sight. Essentially, I hate this person, fuck this person. If I see them, we're fighting. Okay. Second tier is girl run, which means you are not safe in this man's company. Get the fuck up out of here. Our next tier is be careful. So, if they holler at you, you can go along with it, but keep your eyes open. Don't get too comfortable because there could be some trickery afoot, essentially. Next up, we have chill, but don't drink anything, which essentially means, you could relax, you could hang out with them, it'd probably be fine, but still don't drink anything they give you. Like, we're not trusting them that much. Next up, we have chill if he's alone, which means, some men, I'm sure we all know this, act extremely differently when the homies are around. So, you're safe if it's just him, but were he to have some other guys around him, peer pressure and such, you're probably in danger. All right, now we have good vibes, which is, he's cool, he's chill, we don't gotta worry about it, we're vibing. And then finally, homie material. Essentially, I'm not scared of this person at all, we could be friends. You know what I mean? So that is our tier list. And now let us proceed with our first rapper. First up, looks like we've got Thugger, my boy, Young Thug. So I don't think that Young Thug is particularly misogynistic. I think he's just as misogynistic as anybody else, but I wouldn't feel particularly threatened by Thugger. No. And actually, I feel like he's a pretty self assured and, confident, aware person. I don't think that he would really fall into peer pressure even that much. I'm going to put him in good vibes. No fear of Thugger. I think we're fine. Next up, we've got Eminem. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't listen to Eminem. That might be a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know because I don't listen to Eminem. But I do know that he gives sort of unhinged energy a little bit. He's famous for having mommy issues. And he doesn't seem like someone who really has respect for anyone, much less women. So I'm gonna throw him in be careful. Definitely at least be careful. I don't know if I know enough to put him higher than that, but definitely not somebody that I would just absolutely trust, especially as a woman. So next up we have Lil Durk. Um Genuinely, I feel like he's got pretty chill vibes. He's been in like a very public lovey-dovey relationship for a while. So I don't think he's like entirely a threat, but I do think that he's young and he's recently come into a lot of fame and money and all this shit. So I'm gonna put him in chill if he's alone. I feel like you catch Dirk with the boys, you might be in some danger. You might at least feel disrespected. I don't think that it's the best case scenario. So I'm gonna throw him there. Then we got Freddie, my boy Freddie Gibbs. This is a bit of a weird one to me because on the one hand, he's definitely got like a certain smooth talking suaveness that worries me a little bit. Like, and he's a vice lord. Um, but he also is fucking hilarious. It seems like a really nice person and kind of just seems like somebody's dad a lot of the time. Freddie Gibbs gives me like retired pimp vibes. Like, I'm not pimping, but I was and I could. So it's kind of like, I, I feel like he's probably a totally nice, chill person, and I would actually really love to hang out with Freddie Gibbs, but still, I'm going to throw him in be careful just because of personal biases, let's say. Moving on, we've got Young Boy better. Young Boy never broke again. NBA Young Boy, whatever the fuck you want to call him. Um, Again, I feel like he's just young and rich and goofy. I don't think that he's particularly dangerous, but I'm gonna put him next to Dirk in chill if he's alone. Like catch him with the homies, and it probably won't be a fun time for you as a female, but it's whatever. Chris Brown? Duh. Okay, moving on. Tyler the Creator. So yeah, honestly, I he seems perfectly chill and lovely now. If you're a little younger than me, maybe, and have been a fan of Tyler more recently, you might be like, "What's even the question?" But in the Odd Future days, he definitely said some shit. My boy definitely said some shit. But I really do feel like he was just being edgy. He was an edgy teenager playing a character, and I'm not particularly threatened by that. I'm gonna put him in good vibes. Good vibes all around for Tyler. Next up, who even is that? We got a generic ass picture. Oh, that's Moneybag Yo. That's Moneybag Yo. All right. This might be a controversial take, but girl, run, fucking run. Moneybag Yo gives me sleazy vibes. He just I don't trust him. I think there's some bias in the fact that a certain like West Coast cadence and certain West Coast beats just like scream misogyny to me as soon as I hear them, and that might be quasi unfair. But Moneybag Yo just give me the vibes of somebody who like he always wants to be suave and he wants to be a ladies' man and he will take advantage of you monetarily, sexually, anything. Sleazeball vibes, run. That's my take on Moneybag Yo. I'm sorry. Um, Next up is Kanye. What a fucking wild card, honestly. Like, you could get anything with Kanye. You could get Kanye on a day when he's like, I can't even look at you. Jesus forbids me from feeling lust. I cannot, whatever. But then you could also get him on a day and he could just like rant at you about how like you're a slut and it's a sin or something. I don't fucking know. I really don't fucking know because he's just wildly unhinged. And we love him for it. Obviously, he's a fucking genius. Name one genius who ain't crazy, as it were. But anyway, I'm actually gonna put Kanye in chill but don't drink anything. Because it's the middle of the road, and also because I feel like he might not spike your drink to take advantage of you, but he very well might spike you with like psychedelics or some shit or some weird ass Jesus sacrament and be like, "Yeah, we're getting enlightened." And you're just like, "What the fuck is going on?" I feel like you could get into some crazy shit fucking with Kanye. So, you know what? You know what? Be careful. Be careful. It's it's too much of a wild card. It's making me nervous. Yeah, I really don't know. And he's like single now, so yeah, yikes. All right, Kodak next up. I'm not scared of Kodak. I feel like I could vibe with Kodak, but I will throw him in chill if he's alone cuz I think that uh again, you get him, you catch him with the homies and he could definitely be influenced into at the very least being disrespectful. So, we'll throw him there. For to Doug. Um yeah, he seems fine. I really don't get sleazy vibes from Doug. Uh I'm kind of between these two. I really think that honestly most men on earth could go in the chill if he's alone category. Like that's just most guys. Am I right? So yeah, that's where I'm going to put 42 Doug. 21 Savage. Um Again, I don't think he's a particular threat and I do think he's a bit older. He's a bit more established. He's a strong independent British man, right? So I don't even think that he would be as inclined to fall into peer pressure. I feel like he's honestly just a chill dude. I'm gonna put him in good vibes. No fear of 21. Drake. Yeah, again, perhaps a controversial take or a controversial thing to say, but I don't listen to Drake. The main thing I know about Drake is that Pusha T fucking murdered him. And because of that situation, I also know that Drake is kind of a dick to women and not a great father. And also, didn't he have some controversies involving like underage girls or questionably legal girls? Some shit that's sus. So yeah, hands on sight, fuck that shit. We do not go for that. You want to No, I don't like it. Also, he's like so fucking rich and so fucking known. Like I don't even know if you could call Drake a rapper at this point. He's like a pop star at this point. And I feel like when you're at that level, my dude could be getting away with anything and he probably is. So, I don't think that's cute and it's fucking hands on sight. Fuck that shit. All right. Next up is Lonnie, Band Gang Lonnie Bands. I put him on this list because I have opinions and I would kind of like to express that Lonnie has gotten a pass from me in the past because he's definitely got misogynistic vibes in his lyrics, in his cadence, in the way that he carries himself. I think that he's probably a sleazy motherfucker. But thing is, he's really hot. At least I think he's really hot. So I, you know, I've given him a pass before on lyrics that, like, if someone else had said it, I'd be like, hey, yo, what the fuck? But when Lonnie says it, I'm like, yeah, what was that? Sure, daddy. You know what I mean? Which is bad. So I do think that he's a potential threat. I'm gonna throw him in be careful. You know, no, see, I'm still giving him a pass. Like my dude has serious pimp energy. And it's even more dangerous because he's hot. So you overlook it. I'm gonna put him in girl run. Keep it real. He's too fine and he's too smooth. Fuck that shit. No. Yeah. No. Lonnie is going up here. All right. We can I shouldn't even admitted that. Okay. Moving on. We got Lil Baby. Um Another rapper that I don't honestly know that much about. I put him on this list because I feel like he's like, the biggest guy right now. And if I didn't put him on here, it would kind of seem like there was something missing. I don't listen to a ton of his music. I keep tabs a little bit. He kind of strikes me as what would happen if you asked an AI to create a rapper. He just comes off very generic to me. Um, but he's a young guy getting a bunch of buzz and success, and um, doesn't seem particularly threatening to me. But You know where he's going. Chill if he's alone, because in a group, you really never know. Polo G. That's a question. Um, Seems pretty fine. You know, I'm inclined to put him here, but you know what? I'm gonna be real. I'm not drinking anything that Polo G gives me if I didn't see him open the bottle. And I'm not smoking anything that I didn't see him roll. Like there could be something there. I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna put him right there. Cardi. Cardi is homie material. Fuck it. You know what I mean? I'm a vamp. He could never do wrong to one of the vamps. I'm playing. But for real, like I don't I don't think he's dangerous at all. I don't think that he would put hands on a woman, disrespect a woman. I don't get that vibe from Cardi. He's much too busy doing whatever the fuck. He's putting on his makeup and his contact lenses and fucking climbing out of his coffin and doing a crazy dance. Like no, we're not worried about we're not worried about Playboy Cardi. That's homie material. We hang out. It's all good. ESTG. I put ESTG on here kind of because I feel like he's he for me at least, he's sort of the anti Lonnie. Like I'm not I'm not trying to say that he's ugly even. Like he's not a bad looking man, but he hasn't said anything as far as I know that's like specifically misogynistic, but there's something about the way that he talks and the way that he looks, the way he dresses. Honestly, something about the way his mouth moves that just gives me sleaze vibes. I get sleaze vibes from him, and I can't particularly pinpoint it, but I don't particularly trust him. And I can't even specifically say where that bias is coming from, but he's going next to Polo G because if ESTG handed me an open drink out of nowhere, I'm not drinking it. I That's just a fact. I don't trust it. So that's where he's going. Jack Harlow is next up. Jack Harlow is not a threat. Not by any means. Honestly, I think if there was a rapper on this list that was like the opposite of a misogynist, I think it's probably Jack Harlow. And what I mean by that is like I'm more likely to take advantage of him. Like if I was going to try to like get pregnant by a rapper and extort them for money, like the stereotype of the bitches that they be rapping about, my mark is Jack Harlow. 100%. I feel like he's a sweet dude. I could extort his ass, and you know, that's homie material. If I can if I can extort you, we're buddies, am I right? No, but for real, I think that Jack Harlow's chill. No worries. Pooh on the other hand, girl, run. Absolutely run. It's in his fucking name. His name is Shiesty. He wears the fucking Shiesty all the fucking time. And he just talks like I don't even know how I could say this, but he talks like a misogynist. That's all I could say. He has sleazy fucking vibes. He's on the same level as Moneybag Yo in my head. Like I do not trust Pooh Shiesty. When his music comes on and I hear his, weird little voice, I'm just like, ooh, like, yeah, it's catchy. But if you keep doing that brr thing and like you're trying way too hard. I feel like he tries way too hard to be sexy, and that's a bad sign. And he also like tries too hard to be hard. And that's a bad sign. Because if you're trying too hard to be hard, then you'll fuck around and do some dumb shit trying to prove yourself. So that's kind of the vibe I get from Pooh Shiesty. Girl, run. Just definitely run. All right. Then our penultimate rapper for this tier list today, Rio the young OG. I don't think that he's particularly dangerous. I don't think that he's a threat. Uh, Seems pretty chill to me, but I wouldn't necessarily trust him around the homies, so I'm gonna throw him right there. And then Our final rapper of the day, I'm sure you've seen it coming, had to save the best for last, the goat of trap, the king of misogyny, a meme legend. It's Future. Of course, it's Future. Um, the thing about Future, I really think that he has like leaned into the meme in the last couple of years. Like, I don't think that Future is any more misogynistic than anybody else necessarily, at least than any other rapper necessarily. But you know, he's clever and he's funny. So his misogynistic bars were clever and funny, and people started picking up on that and memeing on that. And he's aware of that, obviously. So he's kind of leaned into it. He's like, "Oh, I'm the misogyny guy. I got bars for you on that." You know what I mean? Like his whole last album was kind of, I feel like, just a celebration of the misogyny meme. He's like, "Oh, you want me to go all the way with this shit? I'll go all the way with the shit." So I really don't think he's actually particularly a threat. I mean, pretty sure he takes care of his kids. Pretty sure he's got a bunch of them. Like I don't hear about tons of baby mama drama, and I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but um I'm not particularly scared of Future. However, I would keep my eyes open. He does have a reputation. Um I'm kind of, I'm going to put him here. Not necessarily because I think that he would actually spike your drink, but I think because he belongs in the middle of the road, and I would definitely be wary of the drugs, the food, the drinks, anything that he gave me, and I would be wary of going somewhere with him. Like, he's someone to be careful around, but I don't think that he's a run on sight or hands on sight type of threat. So I guess that will do it for our rapper tier list. I hope you've enjoyed. As I said, this is all in good fun. I'm just fucking around making jokes and presumptions. And it's been a good time. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all so much. Bye.